All right. Well, let me make sure my mic is working.
That sounds better.
All right, perfect. Oh, was I like quiet?
Not quiet, but I could immediately tell a difference.
I'm gonna move it a little bit. I got a lot of my desk is like a mess, so I have to.
That'll happen.
Yeah, we got a lot of work and stuff to do.
Mhm.
All right, I'm gonna let everybody know we're live.
Alrighty.
All right, chat today. We're back with Menace to Sobriety.
Mm.
Me and old Travis.
Either.
And as you can see on the screen, I got a little league builder up, and we're each going to build a team using one player from each of the NFL teams. And the criteria goes one quarterback, two running backs, four wide receivers, one tight end, one five linemen, so a left tackle, left guard, center, right guard, right tackle, two defensive ends, two defensive tackles, three corners, two safeties, three linebackers, a kicker, a punter, a kick/punt returner, a long snapper, head coach, offensive coordinator, and defensive coordinator. Leave her alone, Jack. Oh, you make me get up. But yeah, I had to come up with something to make that a little more, to make it so that there was more of a chance to get more people. Chat. Hold on, the cats are killing each other. I'll be right back. Lose the glasses when I'm doing this? That's crazy. All right. Travis, if you want to entertain for a second, I gotta save sushi.
Sure. So, with this website that he's going to be using to show you his team, um, it will not include the special teams positions for our kickers, punters, kick returner, long snapper, which one team is complete without, head
Exactly.
coach, offensive coordinator, and defensive coordinator. But we'll just have to read those aloud.
Yeah,
Now,
we'll throw a
the
picture up if we need to.
the fun part of this challenge is because if we didn't have the restrictions of one person per team, you could just take last year's first team All Pro team and say, "Here you go." So this makes us actually have to use our brains.
Yeah. So, before we begin, Travis, you told me this took you what, 15 minutes?
My rough draft, but then I went back. Like total time, probably an hour, but my rough draft took me about 15 minutes.
Okay. You see, what I had done, chat, is what I did. I made a whole Excel sheet. Let me see if I get up the original Excel sheet. It's awful.
Yeah, it hurt my brain to look at that.
So I got up a whole sheet. Okay, I don't have it. I have some. I have a small sheet. That is the final sheet. So here's the final sheet that I had up. I think it's up on the, yeah. This is the final sheet I had up, which is a lot less than I had in the original sheet. All right, guys.
Mm-hmm.
The original sheet had, these columns were quarterback, running back, wide receiver, and it was like wide receiver one, tight end, and it just went on with everything. And I had at least 5 teams fully filled out. And then Travis said, "Yeah,
Uh,
it took me 15 minutes." I was like, "All right, I'm not doing all that then."
oh, what's so funny too is in that 15 minutes, we then both sent each other a picture and just kind of like took a quick glance. And I was like, I like that within my 15 minutes, at least half of our picks were the same.
Right, right. And actually,
Is
I
there?
did switch one of my picks after I saw yours, just because I was
Hmm,
on the fence, and I was like, you know what? Yeah, I
is
really
there a way
shouldn't.
to? Is there a way to change the formation of this website because we go with 3 linebackers, but they go with 3. Never mind. I'll just put it as a
Yeah,
reserve, like you said.
yeah. I don't know if there is one.
All right, whatever. No big deal.
Yeah, no, I can't. If there is, then they
You
don't
probably
want
have
to
to
tell
pay
me.
for it, and screw that.
But yes. So Travis, if you want to start and
Well,
give me uh,
start
your
with my
thought
boys.
process, yeah, and kind of go
Okay.
in order of how you got it.
Okay. So first, I just picked the must-have players. You know, if I was going to build a team to go 17-0 and win Super Bowl. Um, so I started out with my running back, quarterback, wide receiver. Um, I did some defensive players. Then I went back to offense and grabbed my tackles. And then once I had that core established, I was like, okay, now I can focus on filling in the rest of the pieces from the other teams. So then I filled in the rest of my defense and then went back and did my tight end and my interior O line.
Okay.
Then I did special teams, excluding long snapper. Then I
Wasn't
did
your
my
first
coaching
choice?
staff. No, it was actually my last. Long snapper was the last position that I filled because I just was like, all right, what team didn't I use anyone from? And then I had to Google whose long snapper that was.
Fair enough. Yeah.
You know, if you tell me a team, I could probably give you a player for each position, excepting long snapper.
And then long
I
snapper
didn't even
comes in.
know.
It's like these guys have a position. Whoops.
I didn't even know the commander's long snapper's name. All right, so
Oh my god.
how do you want to do this? Do you want to take turns going through our whole team, or just like we'll start with quarterback and say what we both thought and why we picked them and so
Uh,
on?
yeah, we can start with quarterback.
All right.
Sorry, I'm fixing my screen so I can get the chat up while I have my little picks up.
Mm.
And yeah, I don't know if you want to do this too, but I intend on turning this into a video.
I don't have a YouTube channel.
I know,
That's
but
okay.
I was gonna put yours with mine, like combine yours. If
I
that's
I don't know. I don't think I have a way to screen record on my
oh
laptop. I
no,
have a very old laptop.
okay.
I have an HP that I bought 7 years ago.
All right, that's fine. I'll just do it with mine then.
I'll send you the picture of mine. And you can edit it like in post. Like, here's Travis's team for reference.
I can't get my chat up. This is pissing me off.
I'm gonna get a beer and crack it into the mic so we can get the Menace to Sobriety soundbite.
All right, hell yeah.
It ain't a Boo Red stream without Kravis drinking.
Nope. Okay, what the fuck?
It's like watching the Friends theme song and not clapping.
True, you can't be fucking doing that shit. Alright, I guess I'm just
Come
gonna
on.
lower this. Alright, I have chat up now.
There you go.
Alright, so I do have 2 up here. 2 team builders. I'm gonna put yours on. No, I'll just put mine up. Actually, yeah, I'll put yours in the other side, and I can double
there you
these
go.
up actually. Fuck. Sushi, you need to get down, dude. Oh
Come on,
shit.
dude.
Sushi, come on. Oh, I hope that didn't just ear rape you.
Nah, you good.
Okay, my whole thing is fucked up right now. I have fucked up my stream. What is this even? Get out of here. I'm sorry, chat. Sushi, leave Nick alone. What am I
So,
looking at?
Chad,
I
who
fucked
else?
up.
Chad, who else excited for Game of the Week this week? Where we have the San Francisco 49ers traveling to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. That should be a damn good game.
The ER Bowl true. All right, there we go. I
No,
got it.
the ER Bowl would probably be the 49ers against the maybe Vikings.
Yeah, let me get some.
Or probably the Ravens. I'm tripping. It'd be 49ers, right? It would be the Harbaugh Bowl. Oh wait, no. Jim's on the Chargers now, not the 49ers. Chargers are gonna beat the shit out of the Dolphins this week. Oh my god.
I don't know. Thought the same. Thought they were gonna do that to the Giants, and we see how that went.
Yeah, but then you clearly discounted the man, the myth, the legend of Jackson Dart
Yeah, you got a point.
and Cam Scatterbrain.
Scatterbrain.
I saw a tweet earlier today. It said, "I'm gonna cry manly tears when Jackson Dart wheels Cam Scatterbrain out on the wheelchair to accept the Super Bowl trophy." Did you see where Cam Scatterbrain followed Jackson Dart into the medical tent?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, so when Jackson Dart went to concussion protocols, Cam Scatterbrain followed him into the medical tent. And someone said Cam headbutted him and transferred the concussion to himself.
Yeah, that makes sense, honestly. So
All right, did you get your shit working?
Yeah, you can start. Yeah, you're good. I was just getting. You could start with your quarterback. I'm getting our names up on the top so that everybody knows who's who.
Oh, I thought you were starting, but I can start. All right. So keep in mind, we did these picks under the circumstance that we are going into this season.
Yeah.
So any choices that you see here that you might be thinking, why would you pick them now? That player is injured. Da, da, da. That does not can't take into account. This is going into this year.
Yeah, we didn't know that Darren Waller was going to be pretty good as a tight end.
Yeah, obviously revisionist history, you know. But I went with for my quarterback. Went with Lamar Jackson, reigning MVP. The best dual threat quarterback in NFL history. And it's very important to have a mobile quarterback. Now, granted, with the offensive line that I built, it's not that important.
Right.
But ultimately, I also just kind of broke it down to, okay, there's top 5 quarterbacks in the NFL. Within that 5, there's a 4. And you can't go wrong picking one of those 4. So then it came down to, of those 4, which other players on those teams would I want on this? And so ultimately it became a choice between, do I want Lamar Jackson or Derrick Henry? And while Derrick Henry is a fantastic running back, and while Derrick Henry is a fantastic running back, I decided that I would rather have Lamar and leave myself more options for Chiefs, Bills, Bengals, and obviously Commanders, as those are the top 5 quarterbacks. You know.
You see, I was torn between Lamar and the number 2 quarterback in the league, Bryce Young. No. I was torn between Lamar and Josh Allen for my quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
And I actually drafted my quarterback towards the end because I had Lamar, Josh Allen, and I think I had a few others up there. Or not a few others, like a couple others that I wasn't sure if I wanted to take, Jamar Chase or Trey Hendrickson over Joe Burrow maybe, or
Mm-hmm.
Patrick Mahomes or one of his linemen. So I went with Josh
Mm-hmm.
Allen for my quarterback. Just
Solid
because
pick. Solid pick.
he's really the only player that I can think of to pick for the Bills for the most part. I mean, they got a running back that you could
Ja-
take over Josh Allen. They got the
James Cook has been balling.
true, but hindsight's 2020. I didn't know he'd be
Yeah.
such a baller this season.
Well, he got paid after last season because of how much of a dog he was last season. He was on my radar. I'll tell you that. He and Josh were the only Bills players that I considered.
I think I threw one little mention
Or
for Deion Dawkins.
I was just gonna say,
Yep.
actually, I'm lying. Deion Dawkins was also under consideration for me as well.
I think I had him in my little list, my spreadsheet.
He made your honorable mention.
Yeah, he made my top 3 possible choices.
Yeah, I
So
would
just so
agree
you
with
know,
that.
if we
I
had
think
to put a reserve, it would probably be Lamar for me.
okay. Yeah, Josh would have definitely been my second choice for quarterback as well.
I'm thinking if we do this again, if we ever want to do this type of thing again, we could do like 2 players from each team and do like a backup quarterback and a backup of everything. Maybe I don't know. We'll see what happens in the
Yeah,
future.
I'm always down for football conversations.
Hell yeah, I have a plan for the next 32 uh, Menace to Sobrieties.
But
We just pick our all-time like teams for each like all-time players for each team.
nice. Oh, Patriots is tough. Michael Aaron Hernandez.
I might go Drake May.
Yeah, I mean he's definitely the best quarter. Well, don't disrespect Drew Bledsoe.
True. He.
Yeah, he was pretty solid.
All right, next up, we'll start with our running back 1. I think we
Okay.
both have the same one, right? Is Saquon?
Is he? Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. That'll make me say it. Yeah.
And I'll just say now, I didn't even put for running backs. I didn't even have CMC in the question because I didn't know how good he was going to be this season because he was just injured and
Same. If I was doing a top 10, he probably would have slid in there, but he wasn't one of the first ones that came to mind.
yeah. I think the Eagles were low key one of the easiest teams to pick a player from.
Yeah, I mean, it was either going to be Saquon or one of their O linemen.
Yeah, Lane Johnson maybe. But I
Lane
found
Johnson
somebody.
is a dog.
Yeah,
So as is Jordan Mailata.
true. Jordan, he was the a top 3 honorable mention for the Eagles. Also, uh, to when I did my revisionist like going through, I actually used Madden 26 ratings to kind of see what I wanted to do for some of these. Like I was like, that's how I figured out my long snapper. I found out of my
Okay.
remaining like 5 teams, I figured out who one of the higher rated ones, and then I went through and I was like, all right, I want to use him. Who's like my highest rated guard? Who's my highest rated whoever I have left?
Mm-hmm. Let me see. I'm looking for running backs because you mentioned the CMC. Okay, he was the 7th one on mine.
Okay. Um,
So like I said, in the top 10, not in the top 5.
yeah, I think I had for running backs. I did put Chuba Hubbard as an honorable mention. He could have been a running back for the Panthers. The Panthers had like 2 options, 3
Yeah,
maybe.
Bryce Young
Yep, Bryce
or
Young, Rico Dowdle.
Cam Newton.
Cam Newton. Yep, can't forget about Newton.
No, Cam Newton's hat for my mascot.
Oh yeah, Cam Newton's hair for the offensive coordinator.
All right, so do you want to do
Yeah,
running back 2 next?
yeah. Might as well just go in order.
Okay, perfect. You want to go?
Yeah, my running back too. I mean, I didn't pick Lamar, so it's got to be Derrick Henry.
There you
I
go.
went with a speed and a Sonic and Knuckles build for my running back. Jameer Gibbs,
Mm-hmm.
uh, other guy, David Montgomery, running back build.
Yep. Mm-hmm. All right, that's a very solid pick. For my running back too, um, this was a very easy choice for me
Okay.
since I had already grabbed Lamar as my quarterback,
Okay.
and I couldn't think of any other player on this team that is uh, would be as good of a pick as this player. So from the Atlanta Falcons, I
Oh,
picked
Bijan.
Bijan Robinson.
Okay. He was on my radar.
Mm-hmm. Um, Now, the Commanders played the Falcons already this year without Jaden Daniels, mind you.
Yeah.
Um, and the only reason that even our backup quarterback couldn't win that game, this
Bijan was
motherfucker
tearing it
is
up.
hard to tackle, man.
Unless
I
it's the
mean, he had
Panthers,
guys,
apparently.
yeah, apparently, but he had guys like Von Miller and Bobby Wagner looking like rookies out
Right.
there.
I wish we had him
And
for the Super Bowl against Von Miller.
yeah, so I think that the Falcons, Drake London is a good wide receiver, but he's not in the top 4 wide receivers in the league.
Yeah, no.
Kyle Pitts has remembered how to catch a football, but he's not the best tight end in the league.
No.
Chris Lindstrom was the other player I was thinking of for the for the Falcons, just because he is a very good offensive lineman.
I think
But
he was in my possible choices.
ultimately, I took like I said, my interior O line. I came back to that towards the end. 3 very bad teams that have one great player, and it happens to be on their interior O line.
Right.
So I did not want to waste Bijan to grab another just very good O lineman.
Don't you bunk me. Fair enough. I mean, Bijan was in my top 3. Like, I think he would have been number 2 choice if I didn't take Derrick Henry, or if I would have taken Lamar and I needed a Falcon.
Exactly.
But I did
Since
find,
I had
I
Lamar,
think one of the better. I think I got a pretty good Falcon. I'm surprised you didn't mention him. But
Young Wei Koo.
Shit. How'd you know? No. But yeah, we'll get to him.
Okay.
We won't get to him for a while though. He's a defender.
Since we're ping ponging, back and forth here,
All right.
I'll go again. My wide receiver 1. Now, I guarantee you that the first 2 wide receivers that both of us say are going to be the exact same 2 people.
Okay.
So it's just a matter of who you put where. But I went with Jamar Chase,
Okay,
obviously.
he's your number 1, huh?
Yeah. So I mean, since neither, I mean, it didn't really matter. It's going to be him or the other guy.
They're 1 and 2. Right? They're 1 and 1. All right, I'll just go ahead and write Justin Jefferson down on your other side.
Yep. Yeah. There you go.
I will
since
go ahead and
neither
put that
of us,
on mine.
Yeah. Since neither of us took Joe Burrow, there was no surprise as to who the wide receivers that both of us were going to pick were going to be.
Neither of us picked Carson Wentz or J.J. McCarthy, so.
Yeah. Oh, dang. He was on my radar.
Yeah, I mean, he's definitely a top tier.
He's definitely a top 6 quarterback that was taken in the first round of the 2024 draft.
He's definitely a top 30 quarterback in the league right now. Sushi, what are you
Sorry,
doing?
Justin Fields.
Poor Justin Fields catching strays. But yeah, I mean,
he's not even the worst quarterback, but he's on the worst team, so.
Right. Yeah, let's just say it. No other wide receivers were in the running for the top 2 choices, really.
Correct.
Like,
so,
these 2 are going to be locks. I think these 2 were the first 2 people I thought of, besides my Browns player.
I'm looking. Yeah, so my first picks in order were Saquon, Lamar, Jamar Chase.
Justin Jefferson.
No,
Oh, he
my
was.
Browns player.
Okay, yep.
My Browns player, then Justin Jefferson.
All right, so we both had top 5 choices for these two.
Uh-huh. Well, since we just kind of blitzed through that, let me say my next wide
All
receiver.
right.
My next wide receiver. Now, for those who are longtime fans of Menace to Sobriety, they'll know this is the team that I hate the most. However, since they traded away their best player to the Packers, I had to go and pick their second best player. So I went with
Brandon Aubrey.
CD Lamb. Oh shit, you're absolutely right. He's actually their new best player.
True.
So CD remains their second best player.
Poor CD.
Yeah, and I thought about picking Brandon Aubrey as a meme.
I did too.
But yeah, CD, as much as I hate, and I mean fucking despise the Dallas Cowboys,
They have an
CD's
elite wide
CD's
receiver.
CD's a dog.
Yeah. I mean, he's
I
not my
can't
number
deny.
3
I
wide
can
receiver.
hate all I want.
But I'll go ahead and say it. He's my number 4.
Okay.
I'll just put him in under my. Yeah, I mean, it was between him and Brandon Aubrey, and I mean, going through all of the shit that I did, doing the Madden stuff, looking up top 10 wide receiver. I did look up like top 10 players every now and then just to double check. I think he was number 4, so I was like, yeah, I'll throw him in there then.
You're like the owner of the Jets' son, making his advice he gives to his dad based on the Madden rate. No, don't trade for Jerry Jeudy. He's only a 88 on Madden.
Hey, you gotta get this guy. He's a 95.
Fucking alien lizard, Alan Lazard.
He's my number 3 wide receiver. No,
All right, so who is your?
I think we have the same 4 wide receivers. I originally had Tyreek here because he is very hyped.
Oh, is this the one?
This is the one that I changed.
Stole
yep.
from my. Yeah,
because
you stole mine.
I had these 2, and I was on the fence for both of them, and then I saw yours, and I was like, I thought about it, and I looked through, and I was like, yeah, Tyreek was kind of shit last year. And he's not very hyped.
Yeah, he was amazing the year before that.
Yeah. So I went with Puke Nukem. Puke Nukem for my number 3. I mean, he's a dog.
Yeah. Yeah. My number 4 was well. I mean, oh yeah, because you already said CD was your other one, so yeah, I'll say Pookie Bear was my number 4 wide receiver.
Which it's crazy that we're not putting Devontae Adams in our top.
I know.
Going through, I had these 2 written down too for the Rams, and I was like, this is a crazy, insane that we're not going to be putting I'm not going to be putting Devontae.
Imagine if they hadn't lost Cooper Kupp too.
Oh my god. I think the Rams would win the Super Bowl with that wide receiver core. They would be a tough.
I mean, Tutu Atwell has been doing well this year.
True.
I was listening to the Rich Eisen show, and he was like, "Man, who has it better than Matthew Stafford?"
He's constantly having elite wide receivers.
Kyron Williams is a great running back, but you got third in Adams, and he's like, you got first in Kyron, second in Nakua, and third in Adams. So you got a great game plan.
Right.
But yeah, seriously, I mean, he had Calvin Johnson. Then he goes to Cooper Kupp randomly being the best wide receiver in the league for a year. Now he's got Puka Nakua and fucking Devontae Adams.
I would say another Lions wide receiver, but I can't think of any besides Calvin Johnson for when Matthew Stafford was there.
Sure.
I'm trying to think of somebody else that he had with after Calvin.
He didn't really need anybody. I mean, Golden Tate.
Yeah. I mean, he was all right.
Golden Taint. Yeah.
All right. This one might be a secretly hard one to go to. Tight end.
Ooh, you want me to? I got a hot take for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right. Here's so I mentioned By the time I got to tight end, my whole defense was done.
Okay.
So
Oh.
I was looking at my remaining teams, and I decided to go with a rookie tight end who
Okay.
was taken in the first round. And I was looking at the stats when I did this, and he has been a consistent top 2, top 3 tight end every week. I went with Tyler Warren from the Colts.
He was actually in my write down for the Colts. Like I had him up there just because the Colts are shit. To be fair, well,
Mm-hmm.
they're not shit, but you can't really think of anybody to pick for the Colts for the most
I'm
part.
sorry, yeah, sorry. Going into this season, we all believed the
Yeah,
Colts
yeah.
were shit. We were all wrong because the
Right.
Colts
Yeah,
have been
they're
fucking
crazy.
amazing this year.
Daniel Jones
Because
is gonna win
Daniel
MVP.
Jones got two great nicknames this season. You got Indiana Jones, of course, but also people saying Danny Dimes turned into Danny Diamonds, and that's fucking
Yeah,
tough.
that's hard. Yeah, I don't blame you for putting Tyler Warren. I would have put him there if I didn't. I don't know when I picked my tight end. I think I had him towards the end because I was struggling with which player to choose for this team. But I went with one of the
Right?
most hype tight ends from the last season.
Mm-hmm.
I went with Brock
Mm-hmm.
Bowers.
Okay. I thought you might go there.
He hasn't been too hot this season yet, I don't think.
Well, he
But
was doing well, and then he got hurt, and so
oh,
he's been
okay.
kind of limited since then.
But yeah, I think he's number one. He was number one heading into the season. I feel like, or at least top
For
three.
sure. For sure. But you'll find that I chose a different Raider.
Yep, I assume you picked uh, that nice
We'll,
little
we'll get
defender that
to
I was fighting between.
mm, we'll get to that skinhead when we do.
We'll get to that tatted up criminal.
Uh-huh. That thug.
All right,
All
so
right.
let's start with the most important lineman. I feel like
The left
the
tackle.
no the center, the right guard.
Uh,
No, I feel
I
like we
would
should
disagree.
start with the center, just because
Oh, okay.
I feel like
I genuinely do think the left tackle is the most important,
no,
but
okay,
okay.
fair. I thought the center would be kind of the most important. I don't know.
Well, the left tackle protects the blind spot. That's why they're the highest paid O
Ah, yeah,
lineman.
fair. I don't pay attention enough. This is why
Unless
he's
you're too.
this is why
I
he's
was gonna
more
say
of a
unless you're.
football guy.
Yeah, I was gonna say unless you're Tua or Michael Penix Jr. because they're left-handed and their right tackle is their most important.
Okay, I didn't know that.
But yeah, because you think about the way they're facing.
Oh yeah,
Right-handed
facing the
quarterbacks, their back is
okay.
to the left. Left-handed quarterbacks, their back's to the right. So you need a really good right tackle.
Hey, fuck it. Let's start with the left tackle. Make it easier, so we don't have to be like
Okay.
center, left tackle, right tackle, left guard, right guard. All right,
Yeah,
we'll
let's
start
just
with the left tackle.
yeah let's just go left to right. You go first.
All right, so I believe at this point I think I did my O line. I think I did that one relatively last. Besides kicker, opponent, and all that.
Right.
And
Oh,
I
we
would
also determined we were not going to mess. We're not going to care about left versus right because players move all the time, and so
oh
if
for these
you
ones I
know.
did focus on that.
Oh,
It's fine
okay.
that you
I did
didn't, but
not. Well,
I did focus
yeah.
on doing that just because.
I, pi- I did pick for my tackles anyway. I picked players who have done both,
Okay,
and excelled at both.
all
But
right, that's
yeah,
fine.
I wasn't too worried about it. But yeah, you go ahead.
All right, for this one, I think I was torn between a few. Obviously, I mean the left tackle is, like you said, the highest paid. So I was recognizing so many names for this one. I
Mm-hmm.
went with Tampa Bay. I went with Tristan Wirfs,
Okay,
which
that's a
I think
fantastic choice.
he's top tier. I feel like, you know, it was. I think I had him up there with Trent Williams, obviously,
Mm-hmm.
Deion Dawkins, like we mentioned earlier.
Mm-hmm.
There's a few more. I'm looking at my spreadsheet. It's a lot. It's
I
impossible.
wonder if we
Andrew
picked
Thomas
this.
for the Giants.
I wonder if we picked the same tackles but just flipped their spots. Because
Let me
for
look.
my left tackle, I went with Panay Sewell for the Lions.
We did.
Did
So,
we do that? Is
did
that
you
who
do
your right
Tristan
tackle
Wirfs
is?
for the right tackle?
I sure did.
All right. Yep. I did. I'll just say,
Is
yeah, I did Panay Sewell for.
yeah. Is until we did. I'm sorry. Until last season, Tristan Wirfs had been right tackle his whole
Oh,
career. Then he
really?
just switched over to left. Yeah. So I just left him at his natural position of right tackle,
Okay.
and I just chose to put Panay Sewell on the left.
I mean, that doesn't even mess with anything at all for the most part.
There you go.
And yeah, Lions was I think Lions might have been the hardest team to decide.
Yeah, because they had. I mean, obviously Amon Ra, Jameer Gibbs, Sam Laporta, Aiden Hutchinson.
Even
These
David
are all
Montgomery, kinda.
sure Kirby. Maybe less, but like Kirby Joseph and Brian
Yep.
Branch in the secondary.
And you know what? I'm gonna
They
say
have
it.
a
Even
lot of
Jared Goff
pieces.
was in the running.
No, no, he wasn't for me.
I wrote him down for me. I also used the top 100 players for a stepping
Oh
thing.
yeah,
I like wrote them down just so that I could have that. I think I did it for the year before too. But
yeah. I mean, if I was doing a top 10, Goff would have been in there, but he was
yeah,
never going to be above Lamar, Josh, Patrick, or Joe
I
Burrow.
don't know if you find a decent enough player for each of those positions, you could just throw Jared Goff as quarterback if you find good enough players for that. But yeah, I guess you're right. Like Goff wouldn't really be an elite
You
choice.
always right. I mean, an elite quarterback is what will make your life the easiest.
True.
I mean, ask the 49ers. They had Jimmy Garoppolo with the best roster in the
Yeah,
league for
yeah,
years. And
fair enough.
no offense to that handsome
That
devil,
that handsome
but
lad.
wasn't enough.
Yeah, and they even had Trey Lance for a play, right? Or did he get hurt before he played?
It was like four games and like maybe a quarter actually
Okay,
of game time.
never
All
mind
right,
then.
so my left guard.
Your left guard.
This player is
So
a
it's not going to be the
four-time Super
same as
Bowl
me.
champion. Oh, okay. So he's
I'm
a
looking at
four-time
mine.
Super.
Sorry,
You're good. He's a four-time Super Bowl champion.
I know who it is.
Um, yeah, was actually traded this offseason
Never mind.
and has not allowed a single sack on the most sacked quarterback in all of last year. I went with Joe Thuney for the
You
Bears.
know what? I originally had him, and you
Mmm.
you know who I picked for the Bears, so I'm not gonna. But I did. Oh, I picked it for the wrong team. Whoops, or for the wrong side. Yeah, I originally had Joe. God damn it! Oh my god, I'm sorry, Chad. I have disabilities. But yeah, I originally did have Joe Thuney. Thuney.
Thuney.
Joe Thuney. I originally had him, but I somehow came up with my player from. I think I did a lot of process of elimination for this one.
I'm trying to figure out who your Bears player is, but I guess we'll get there when we get there.
Oh, we'll get
Oh, okay. Maybe it might be him. We'll see.
there. So I got Quentin Nelson from Indianapolis.
That's another great choice. I liked Tyler Warren. Like I said, I did tight end before the interior O line.
Yeah.
But when I was looking at guards, I did kind of second guess myself a little bit when I saw Quentin Nelson. I
Okay.
think that's a fantastic choice for you.
Thank
Um,
you.
Obviously, a great guard, so cannot be
Agreed.
mad at that selection whatsoever.
Yeah, and like I said, he was one of the latest picks, I think.
Hmm.
I think I narrowed down Indianapolis to like him and maybe one other player, and I was like, I think I'll go with him. I looked it up and it mentioned him a lot on the websites I was looking at. I think I was on ESPN and people were saying him a lot, so I was like, yeah, I'll go with Quentin Nelson.
Yeah, yeah, he's a dog. He's great and pass pro. He's also a pancaker in the run game.
Oh, geez, what happened to your mic?
Uh,
You sound very far away and slightly muffled somehow at the same time.
I think it's probably because I left my phone in my room when I went to get a beer.
Oh, okay.
Um, I was just saying that Quentin Nelson, obviously a beast in pass pro, and he's also a pancaker in the run game, so he can kind of do it all.
Yeah.
I do think that when we were talking about the Colts, though, I think we both may have underrated Jonathan Taylor a
I
little
was
bit because he's been fantastic.
literally about to mention that. I was about to say those were
Nice.
the two players that was between Taylor and Quentin Nelson, and I was like, nah, I'll go. I went with Henry, and then I threw Nelson as the left guard.
Solid. Yeah, I mean, the other Raven, aside from Lamar and Derek, if I was going to consider another Raven, it would probably be Kyle Hamilton.
Okay, yeah, he was up there with me. I also had Roquan Smith written down. Roquan
Roquan,
Smith,
yeah, Roquan's great.
but linebackers there was far too many.
Yeah, a lot of good picks there, especially because half of the best linebackers in the league don't even play linebacker; they play edge rusher.
Yeah, when I was looking it up, it said edge. Like I saw, I think T.J. Watt was written down as edge for quite a bit. I was like,
He's on the official depth chart. He's a linebacker. That may
yes,
come up in a little bit.
yep. So I
I was
threw
gonna say I picked.
when I was looking, I
Go
like wrote him down for linebacker, but then when I was like looking up, when I had like at least Madden said he was edge, and I was like, no, I think it says linebacker. Let me look it up, double check.
Yeah, on the depth chart, he's listed as a linebacker. So I'll say a little small spoiler there. I picked two real linebackers plus an edge rusher who
Okay.
names himself a linebacker.
Okay.
All right, so now you're up for your center.
All right, my center. I I only could think of one center, if I'm being honest, and it's Creed Humphrey.
Oh, that's your Chiefs pick.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know.
Creed Humphrey is a fantastic center.
Yeah, he's the first person that pops up when I look up center, and I was like, yeah, I'll fucking pick him. Every time, first person that popped up.
You think I won't?
You think I won't, motherfuckers? You think I won't waste my Chiefs pick on a center?
Yeah, I mean, fantastic choice. Can't be mad at it.
Thank you.
But I did pick a different Chiefs player.
Okay.
And so, as I mentioned, I'm going to keep mentioning it. Interior O line was the last position group I did, aside from special teams and coaching.
Yep.
So I had some bottom of the barrel teams left here.
Okay.
But I did this actually. These three, left guard, center, and right guard, I probably spent the most time researching.
And you got a great left guard too. So I mean.
So I was looking at the bad teams, and I was looking at what their best players are. And did you know that Eric McCoy of the New Orleans Saints is one of the best centers in the league and might even be a Hall of Famer?
Doing my research, I did know that.
Yeah.
I like when I was looking for a Saints player, I was like, do I replace Creed Humphrey with Eric McCoy?
Yeah.
And like
so
pick
I
a
went
coach
with him
for the Chiefs. And I was like, no. So I 100% I understand.
Although if you went with Steve Spagnuolo for your defensive coordinator, you couldn't be mad at that.
Or even Andy Reid for like a head coach.
Well, that'd be a slam dunk pick.
Yeah. But
All
yeah,
right.
I 100%.
Also, neither of us
fully
picked
understand.
Kelsey. Interesting.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think he was very hyped coming into this season, right? Like,
Last couple years has kind of been the same song and dance with them. He kind of lollygags for the regular season, then he just explodes in the playoffs.
true. All right. If you want to do your right
All
guard
right.
real quick, we'll get the offense done, and then I need to go to the bathroom.
Yeah. All right, my right guard. Again, bad team.
Can
Fantastic
I guess?
player. Yeah.
I have two thoughts, two players.
Okay.
It's either Robert Hunt for the Panthers or Kevin Zeitler for the Titans.
It is Kevin Zeitler for the Titans. Yeah.
Zeitler. Same.
So I was also a little bit of research I did today, even though I kind of had it finalized, but I was just kind of looking around real quick at the end.
Yep.
Just to see because what I wanted to do is I wanted to get fans' opinions too, right?
Okay.
So I just looked up Kevin Zeitler on Twitter just to see, and I saw like I was scrolling through like 20 to 30 different posts of Ravens fans crying and wishing they never let Kevin Zeitler go.
Oh my god.
So not only is his grade great and Titans fans love him, but Ravens fans are so upset that they didn't keep him. And so that's the hallmark of a great player
Oh
for me.
yeah. Yeah. He was he was the I think he was the last player I had originally picked. Like when I went through and revised, I switched it up, but he was the last player that I had picked before I revised. I originally
Mm.
had Robert Hunt there for the Panthers, but then I did a little bit more research and I was like, I know what to do here, and I switched it up.
So you
And
also went with Kevin Zeitler.
yep,
Nice.
it was
I,
my bottom six teams that I had picked last were the Seahawks, the Jets, uh, the Steelers,
oh,
the Jags, who else? The Panthers and the Titans.
yeah, my bottom six were the Jaguars, the Jets, the Dolphins, the Bills, the Seahawks, and the Panthers.
Yeah, so we had relatively similar.
Mm-hmm. Everybody on the chat's like, Bills? Remember, I didn't pick Josh Allen.
True, he was pretty torn after that.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to
After
run
that, it's
an
like,
ad
yep.
and run to the bathroom, and then we'll move on to
All right.
defense.
Running an ad sounds good.
All right. Oh, drop my mic. This mic is so heavy, dude.
Because you're a professional.
It's so heavy for this tiny stand. They gave me a stand with a mic, and the mic is like so heavy for the stand apparently. All right. So I have written down defensive ends first.
Oh, all right. Fast forward on my list.
Or did you want to start with corners?
Yeah, I just went off the list you gave me, so I was at corner next.
Okay. We can do corners next. My cornerback number one was a almost an instant pick.
It was my turn to pick first.
No, you picked Zeitler first.
Yeah, it's because we breezed through right tackle.
Oh, true. Okay. Okay. Because we both had the
My
same one.
cornerback one was a breeze to pick first. Because I went with the reigning Defensive Player of the Year. Shout out to the greatest video game console of all time, PS2.
Hells yeah. So let me find him here. Where?
He's one of the recommended ones right there on the bottom.
Oh, I didn't even see him. I also had PS2. I mean,
Oh, what are the odds?
yeah. Was there any other Denver choice? Maybe Nick Benito.
Nick Benito's solid. I mean, Sean Payton
Yeah,
you
I
could do a
suppose.
lot worse at head coach. But yeah, I mean, Patrick Surtain is clearly the best player on the Broncos team.
Yeah, best.
If you can get as many, this is the best player on this team, you've probably done a great job.
Yeah, I mean, throwing CeeDee Lamb up there, Jamar Chase, Saquon,
Jay Jettas.
Jay Jettas.
All of our or at least our interior offensive line
Practically our
picks.
whole line.
Yeah, I mean, you can argue with the Lions and the Buccaneers.
Yeah, and maybe.
By
for
the way,
me,
the reason
Chiefs.
neither of us picked Emeka Ibuka is because who the fuck saw that coming?
Yeah, there's no way we would have. And I mean, Tristan Wirfs is probably still the best Buccaneer.
Yeah, but you can argue with Penei Sewell.
Yeah, there's a lot that you can. There's too much to argue with Penei Sewell.
And also, if we're going off careers, Mike Evans probably would have been the top 3 pick because there's not many players in the league that could retire right now and be a first ballot Hall of Famer, and Mike Evans is one of them.
Oh yeah.
Mahomes, Mike Evans,
Kelsey.
and then some linemen. And Kelsey, Myles Garrett, TJ Watt,
Bryce Young,
Brandon Aubrey. All right, anyway. Who is your
1 second.
CB2? Okay. So, yeah, Pat Surtain. I mean, to have a lockdown corner in this league it cannot be overstated, like, what it does for a team. Because every team just kind of looks at their best corner, or at least about half the teams probably look at their best corner like, this guy's a lockdown. No, he's not. He is not. He might be great for most of the year, but when he goes against the top dogs at wide receiver, how's he look?
Yeah.
Pat Surtain is a true lockdown corner.
Oh, yeah.
All right, who's your CB2?
My CB2, I have them backwards on my list, but my 2 would be Christian Gonzalez.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he's the only Patriot I can think of.
At all?
Yeah.
Okay.
Can't even name a fucking another one. They're all useless.
I could, but all right.
I know. But yeah, he was the only one that I could think of for a good player. Like.
Sure. All right.
That's all I have to say, to be honest.
Okay. My CB2. This team has a lot of great options, especially on defense. But I went with who I really think is the second best corner in the league, and I went with Derek Stingley Jr. on the Texans.
All right.
All right. Now I'll slide into my CB3.
Oh, you didn't have anything else to say about him?
Oh, I mean, I can go on for a little bit. Yeah, I mean, kind of doubling what I said about Surtain. I think Stingley, he came out, he's a very high pick in the draft, and he really lived up to that. He has been a cornerstone for the Texans. He's a ball hawk, but he also doesn't get out of position. Okay. Like, while he loves to pick it off, he's not going to break the route just to take a chance at a pick. he's gonna always look to knock the pass up first, and if he can pick it off, then he will. But he's not going to give up the big play just to chase a highlight, and that's a really good quality to have in a corner. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, look at Trayvon Diggs and Deron Bland on the Cowboys. They get a lot of picks, but they give up a lot of plays.
Yeah.
So I think having the corner that prioritizes breaking up the pass first is the right pick.
Okay.
All right, now my CB3, Christian Gonzalez.
All right. We.
Do you have all
say
three
we
same
have all three the
quarters?
same.
Yeah, I figured we would.
Derek Stingley Jr. I had a couple of Texans to go through or to pick between. I mean, Daniil Hunter. I had
Will Anderson.
Nico up there. Yep. Will Anderson. Joe Mixon as a possible running back.
Yeah, but he was hurt going into the year.
So that's why
Same
he
thing with Tank Dell. If Tank Dell didn't get hurt, I might have considered him.
Yeah. CJ Stroud was a possible QB. No, actually.
No.
He was written down because I think he was in the top 100 players, but yeah, I think I crossed him off like right away.
If we did this going into last season.
Yeah, there we go.
Sure.
But yeah, Stingley, I think he was the number one Texan in the top 100. I think he has like the highest overall in Madden for CBs besides Surtain. So yeah, maybe I didn't have those backwards. I think I did have them in the right order. But yeah, I think Stingley was was the second corner I had. Like, I think I crossed out all other corners and was just like Stingley.
Yeah, he's a dog. All right, who's your one of your safeties?
My safety that I was gonna mention, or that I was mentioned earlier from the Falcons, Jesse Bates III.
Oh, okay, interesting. That's a good pick.
I had a little bit of trouble with the safeties. I mean, they were. I don't know. I didn't really know what to do for safeties. I had Budda Baker up there at one point. Spoilers. Not there. I mean, the safeties was probably the toughest one to decide for me.
Yeah, between that and a long snapper. I mean, I had 32 great options, but
it's almost impossible. You have to narrow it down for the long snapper. They're so good.
Do I go? Hold on, I gotta make this joke, but I gotta look up the name. Okay, do I go Lamar Jackson, Derrick Henry, or Nick Moore? You know, it's like the first three Ravens you think of.
Yeah, it's tough. Safety.
Yeah, Jesse Bates. Jesse Bates was a dog with the Broncos. Still a dog with the Falcons.
God, just
so
imagine
cannot be mad at that pick.
Jesse Bates was still with the Broncos. Him and Surtain.
Well, they have Hufanga when he gets back healthy finally. And he was fantastic with the 49ers. If he wasn't hurt going into the season, he would have been on my radar for a safety for sure.
Yeah.
For my safety pick, though, this guy. Last season, this guy in his first 5 games had a pick in all 5.
Ah, I know.
And he made Tom Grossi the happiest fan there ever was. Had to go with Xavier McKinney.
He was up
there
Green
Bay Packers.
For the Packers.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was throwing around when I did my revision. It was like, do I swap my safety around here? Do I throw him in there? But I settled.
All right. For my other safety pick, Jason mentioned this name earlier, but Derwin James, both. They play very similar. They're smaller guys. They fly around the ball. They hit hard, especially for their size. And Buda Baker is a ball hawk too. Part of probably the most infamous play. Well, that's not fair, but if you were to do a top 20 most infamous plays of the past 5 seasons, you'd have DK Metcalf hawking down Buda Baker on that pick. But the fact that he even took that ball from the end zone all the way down to the 1,
Yeah,
like
I feel that. Yeah, that was crazy. I remember that now.
and it wasn't like he slowed down. It
Yeah,
was
no,
just that
DK's
DK
just
was that fast. And he said that he actually looked up at the Jumbotron while he was running and saw DK behind him, was like, how that motherfucker on my ass?
God, thinking of that, like not having DK as a wide receiver too is crazy.
Yeah, he was on my radar. But I mean, I think we picked 4 really solid picks.
Yeah,
But
I
if you
think we
put him
picked.
in over CD, I wouldn't have been,
I yeah.
throwing my fists up in the air over it. If
My
he was still on the Seahawks, maybe I would have picked him.
yeah, true. I don't know. He might be getting a little resurgence here with the goat behind him.
Well, I just mean because there was a different Steeler I was always going to pick.
Yeah, yeah,
But I probably would have picked him over the Seahawk I did pick.
yeah, yeah. I think we do have the same Seahawk.
Mm.
I think I remember mentioning
Uh,
that. But you
all right.
mentioned
So,
my other safety.
yeah.
He was a
Derwin
tough one.
James.
Tough one to come up with, but yes, Derwin James.
Mm.
I can't remember the charge. I think I had a coordinator for my charger at one point, or maybe the long snapper. I can't remember who I
That's
had for my
disrespectful to the
charger.
Chargers.
It was so tough because I could always come up with someone better.
Jesse Minter is the defensive coordinator, and Greg Roman is the offensive coordinator.
I had Jesse Minter written down for at one point, and then I think I had Lad McConkey for a return at one point.
Yo, shout out Ladidi,
Yeah, shout out my boy.
the Great White Hope, man.
But yeah, I did go with Derwin James Jr. I think he's a solid safety. I mean, like you said, up there with Buda Baker.
Mm-hmm. I'll never forget. I was sitting in a bar watching. I don't remember what season it was. It was 2 or 3 seasons ago. I was sitting at a packed sports bar.
Okay.
And I was right in front of the big TV.
Dubs.
I was on. It was TGI Fridays.
Oh, okay.
But it was the season where the Chiefs and the Chargers played either on Sunday Night Football or Monday Night Football, week 2. It's like right at the beginning of the season. I think it was a Monday night game.
Okay.
And I'm sitting there with a buddy of mine, and it is just packed. It is loud. And Travis Kelce catches a pass in the red zone and takes it all the way down to like the 3. And there's only one man to beat. And Derwin James picks Travis Kelce up over his shoulder and
just fucking
suplexed him,
hits him
right into the ground.
Hits him with the Triple H spine buster.
Everybody in that bar was like, "Oh shit!" Like that memory is imprinted in my brain. So that's a fantastic pick there.
Okay. Yeah, I remember that.
That was fucking sick.
Hit him with the Batista spine buster.
Uh-huh. He took him on a train to Suplex City. It was awesome. Hit him with the Chris Benoit.
Oh.
So your defensive end.
All right, I'll just go ahead and put him for both of ours. Myles Garrett.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you said both of ours, but my second one is not. Oh,
yeah.
I thought you meant you were going to list both of our defensive ends.
No,
I was going to say, I got a different guy.
No, just Myles Garrett. First.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he was my first pick was Miles Garrett. I was
I mean,
like,
we all considered Joe Flacco for a minute, but
true. I did think about putting Deshaun Watson as my quarterback, but I
I
really
mean,
had
I was ready for shit to get diabolical, you know.
to. But no, Miles Garrett. He's you throw him in there. He's number one end,
Mm-hmm.
number one Brown.
He's, I'll tell you what, Micah Parsons is one of the cockiest motherfuckers in the league, and he can back it up, right?
Yeah.
But he said they were interviewing him recently, talking to him. It was before week 3. It was before the Packers played the Browns, where they ended up getting upset, right?
Okay.
And reporters talking to Micah, and he's like, "Do you think you're the best edge rusher in the league?" And he goes, "Yeah, no, I'm gonna put Miles at number." He goes, "I'm gonna put Miles number 1. I'm
All
number
right.
2. He's the only person I'll put above me." And he goes, "And I'm gonna be better than him. But right now, I got to give it to him. I'm looking forward to watching him play."
Respect.
But it was just funny because he was right. I was like, "Yeah, no."
That's
Like, hold
awesome. I
on,
love that.
my my brain processed for a second. I'm not ready to. I am not ready to back that up on the field on
My
Sunday. You try
cockiness
to
was
trick
there,
me.
and then it stopped.
Then my brain, the 4 brain cells I have left connected, and you trying to set me up.
4 brain cells for working for Jerry Jones connected.
Maca.
Micah.
All right. So as he said, he went ahead and put that there for both of our one of our defensive ends. So for my second defensive end, I went with that crackhead. You know what I mean? You need a crash out. You need the motherfucker. I don't know if you're gonna understand the reference to this clip I'm about to make. The motherfucker that smokes a whole cigar in one rip and ghosts it without an ounce of smoke. You
Yeah,
need
no.
that fucking skinhead. You need that Max Crosby
Yeah.
energy.
He was up there
Yeah,
for
dude,
me.
I think it was after the Raiders had like upset the Chiefs or something on like a Thursday night football, and they had Max Crosby walk over to like the commentators table, and he pulled out a cigar, pulled it all in one rip,
Jesus.
and not a single wisp of smoke came out, and he just kept talking, and I was like, nah, that's a
That's a dog.
motherfucker right there. If that man hit me, I
That
might get Thanos snap disintegrated.
that is a true criminal.
Facts. He probably had something to do with the Michael Vick dogfighting ring. He was probably like 2 years old at the time, but he might have been in there boxing the pit bulls.
True. He was fighting. He was testing those dogs.
Uh huh. He was biting them to see how tough they were.
You know, I did have Max Crosby up there. I
Mm-hmm.
think I before I settled on Brock Bowers, he was there, and then I was looking. Micah. I mean, I'll say I have Micah Parsons.
Yeah, I figured you had him.
Yeah, I mean, when I was throwing up Xavier McKinney for my other safety, I was like, do I put him? And then I put Max Crosby, and then I put I don't even know who I had for my other tight end option.
You said you. Oh, never mind.
Kittle might have been up there. I might have thrown Kittle down for my other tight end.
I I saw him on your spreadsheet,
He was, yeah.
George Skittle.
But I ended up settling on Brock Bowers, so I threw Micah Parsons, number 2 defensive end, in his own eyes.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, can't be mad at it. He's
Yeah,
a
I
solid
mean,
player. He can't stop the run, as Jerry Jones will remind you.
true.
But yeah, I think that's solid. I just think that Xavier McKinney at safety was a solid. Like the gap between, in my opinion, the gap between Micah Parsons and Max Crosby isn't as big as the gap between Xavier McKinney and who I would have picked for my other safety. And I'm sure that's going to be a big hot take that'll get, if this was on ESPN, I'd get Stephen A. Smith throwing his clipboard up. You know what I mean? But
God, I wish I had
I
more like viewers and stuff. I would throw our two teams and see what everybody would choose in like a poll.
yeah, and then take out all the players we have in common and just be like, all right, of these,
Yeah.
12 guys,
One day we'll redo this list in a few years when I have a million YouTube subs.
yeah,
In 10 years we'll revise and we'll have to pick a whole new team because half these guys will be gone. We'll have one guy left. We'll have Puka Nakua left
I was
and
literally, I was
Brock
like,
Bowers.
who'd still be here?
Our 90-year-old looking Brock Bowers.
I mean, the long snappers might still be here.
True.
My kicker might still be here. If only I picked
Mine
Chris
will
Boswell.
not.
He'd still be here. Why'd you pick Chris Boswell? Yeah, we'll circle back.
Spoilers, yes.
You picked the serial kicker.
Yep. All right.
Not to be confused with Justin Tucker.
Ew. Now, if we pick the most controversial team, we could do that. We could pick a controversial team.
Aaron Hernandez.
Aaron Hernandez, Michael Vick. Damn.
You going with Vic over Deshaun?
Oh.
It's Big Ben.
Big Ben, yeah. We gotta pick the best one. I mean.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
I think actually Barry did a video on that. It's like building the best NFL team of all time using convicts.
Oh my God, did he?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he did.
I will have to look that up.
I'm like not either he or someone. I watched someone's video on that. It was great.
I saw somebody do making a WWE Royal Rumble with controversial wrestlers.
Chris Benoit. Before we get too off topic, though, you're up for DT.
We'll get there eventually. I think it's you, because you did Crosby first.
Yeah, so it's you. I did Crosby first, then you said Micah.
You're right. My first DT, I mean, Dexter Lawrence. Sexy Dexy. The only giant I could really think of.
Cam Scatterbrain. Or you could have gone Malik Neighbors.
He was my other. I think I had two giants. Oh, Andrew Thomas was also on my list, but yeah, I mean, Sexy Dexy. We saw the big man almost get a pick six.
He almost had a thick six.
Thick six, that's what it's called. But yeah,
yeah.
I think I had another one written down for my other DT, but I switched him out as well. Yeah.
Well, we got two DTs.
Yeah, so my other DT is going to be a surprise, I think.
Okay.
But
well, I definitely will, because I know just by how your team's looking already, you don't have the same as me.
Okay.
I went with now, chat.
Oh, so you
remember?
Did you not go with Sexy Dexy?
We got two DTs. This is not my DT. This is my DT1. Yeah, my DT1. My DT1. Now, chat again. Remember, this is going into this season.
Okay.
His lackluster effort on Monday Night Football notwithstanding, I went with Chris Jones for my Chiefs pick.
Okay. He was up there for me. He was the one that I think I originally had, and then I got rid of him.
Yeah. And then, since you already said it, and I'm up first for this one anyway, yeah, my other one is Dexter Lawrence.
Okay, you have very elite defensive tackles.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna get a beer while you tell me who your second defensive tackle is.
You will be completely surprised.
Okay.
It is. Once I find him, I can't find the defensive. Derek Brown for the Panthers.
Explain.
I was running out of players, and when I originally had the Panthers long snapper. Actually, I had the long snapper.
Did I?
I got rid of him, and I put right guard Robert Hunt. And
Mm-hmm.
then when I was looking up, I was doing some more research. I saw not Panay Sewell, Kevin Zeitler. So I was like, all right, cross out Robert Hunt because Zeitler has a higher overall. He's mentioned more, so we're putting him down. And then I think Derek Brown had like the highest rating in Madden for the defensive tackles I had left.
Oh,
So I put
I
him
was about
down.
to say, I was like, there's no way they had him higher than Chris
No,
Jones
no,
or
no.
Dexter Lawrence. But that,
Let
yeah, okay, yeah, that makes sense.
let me look up the Madden ratings for defensive tackles, and I think he's at least like top 5 for the whole thing too.
Just imagine if you guys didn't trade Brian Burns
God,
and Christian
imagine we
McCaffrey
might have a
and
decent
DJ
team.
Moore
So the
and
top
cut
4 defensive tackles ratings
and
in
also
Madden.
cut Baker Mayfield.
Yeah, imagine if we had a good team. Imagine all of the players we could have.
Baker
Panthers, if they didn't get
Mayfield
rid of half their team, would have possibly a Super Bowl contender.
could be. All right, top 4.
So the top 4: Dexter Lawrence, Chris Jones,
Mm-hmm.
Cameron
Yep.
Hayward, Derek Brown.
Uh,
So
yeah,
I
Cam
mean,
Hayward is a dog too.
I did have Vita Vea up there. He's top 6, and number
Oh
5 is
yeah, he's also
Jefferson
great.
Wills. So I mean, Titans had a pretty
Mm-hmm.
elite choices to go through for my final choices.
Mm-hmm.
But looking through, I think Derek Brown ended up just being that guy that I was like, he's up there. He's what I have left. I'll go with him.
Okay. Yeah, I think that is a solid pick. Panthers are one of the, I think now 5 teams I still have not seen a game of this season. But when I do get around to finally watching a Panthers game, I'll look out for him.
Yeah, hopefully he's as elite as I was thinking. I mean, he might be my. I mean, looking at the numbers here for the thing, he is one of the lower rated on whatever these numbers mean. I mean, they don't really mean much considering Josh Allen has such a much more numbers than Lamar Jackson.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm guessing this. I think this is, at least for the quarterbacks, that's probably their passer rating,
Okay.
which does not take into account your legs.
No, in brackets is the player's contract value score. Is that what that is? No, that's 2 minus. Okay. Yeah, I don't know what. Whatever.
Whatever.
Yeah, who cares? Numbers mean nothing as long as they look cool. And all of the numbers so far look pretty good. They're all 90s or, unfortunately, some of them are 80s. But who cares?
Yeah, my lowest is actually I haven't said him yet, but they're wrong, so it's okay.
Right now, your lowest is Tyler Warren.
Yeah, he's my second lowest.
Does make sense. Oh yeah, you
Okay.
had the website up, so I was like, how does he know?
Yeah. So I built it.
All right, so your first linebacker, please.
Mm-hmm.
These ones, chat, we didn't do middle linebacker, left outside linebacker. We just went 3 linebackers.
Right. So.
I feel like we have the same.
The best Pittsburgh Steeler.
Oh, we do not have the same linebackers.
TJ Watt.
He was up there for me. I feel you.
Imagine I blitz you with Myles Garrett, Chris Jones, Dexter Lawrence, Max Crosby, and I bring in a 5th man blitz with TJ Watt. Josh Allen will die.
I mean, you could say the same about my. I mean, either way.
Yeah, but you picked real. You picked real linebackers. I picked a fake linebacker.
Yeah, fair.
Blitz you off the edge. TJ Watt is another one of those players that you can argue he should have 2 or 3 more Defensive Player of the Year wins than he already does.
He is elite.
And he's another one of those that if he retired today, he'd be in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
you can, much like Lamar with the Ravens, you can look at the Pittsburgh Steelers since TJ Watt has been there and looks at their win rate with him and their win rate without him. Every year that TJ Watt gets hurt, they either don't make the playoffs. Actually, no, that's basically it. TJ Watt is hurt, they don't make the playoffs.
Yeah.
TJ Watt is in, they make the playoffs. What do they do when they get there? Don't worry about it, but
Yeah,
they'll be
we
there.
don't talk about that.
I'm just going to tell you, we do not care.
Yep, we do not care.
So, yeah, TJ Watt, easy choice for me.
Fair enough, yeah.
20 and a half sacks the other year. Come on.
You know, yeah, I really fucked up not putting TJ. I think I did pick a good Steeler for the most part. I mean, picking one of the best kickers. Oh, I just deleted my fucking document. But I was very torn for my Steeler. I mean, I thought about Jalen Ramsey. And Patrick Queen. I did have him written down. But I mean,
yeah,
I
he's
wouldn't
another
have
great
picked him over
linebacker.
TJ Watt, to be fair, for a linebacker.
No.
And I think I completely
That's like picking Jordan Addison instead of Justin Jefferson.
Exactly. I mean, you can write him down, but you're not picking him.
No.
The first linebacker I actually chose was Fred Warner for the 49ers.
Go ahead and put him down for my second linebacker as well.
All right. I mean, 49ers, they didn't really have much choice after you eliminate everybody else.
After you eliminate Kittle, CMC,
Trent Williams, Nick Bosa.
Williams. Yeah.
I mean,
Fred Warner is definitely one of, if not the best true. Actually, he's probably the best true linebacker in the league.
I know
as far
when
as
I look
leading
up
a
linebackers,
defense,
he pops up first.
If you're talking about getting a defense in position, leading his team, dropping in coverage, picking off or breaking up passes, I mean, he does it all. As far as like, if I could have a defensive captain on my team, it would be Fred Warner for sure.
You know, I did.
Oh, actually, let's do that at the end. Let's make an honorable mention. Let's pick a captain for offense, defense, and special teams.
Okay. So I mentioned that I think we have the same. We don't, because I do remember you picked a different linebacker from the same team, by the way. My second linebacker, Bobby Wagner. I mean, I was torn. I was torn between him and Luvu, but I feel like last season, Luvu, I think in the playoffs, he didn't do that.
No, he was amazing. He's the one that jumped the tush push 12 times in a row.
Okay, but I think he got in trouble for that like 12 times in a row, didn't he?
I mean, they just kept moving the ball a quarter of an inch closer and closer. He's like, fuck this tush push. I'm just going to keep doing it until it works. No. The reason that I picked Luvu over B-Wags, and I love both.
Yeah.
The only reason
I don't think there's a wrong choice here.
No. And the only reason I picked Luvu, though, is because I picked TJ Watt as my linebacker who's also going to rush. And B-Wags rushes more than he drops in coverage.
Okay.
So I wanted another linebacker back there with Fred that's also going to be there in coverage.
Okay. Yeah, that's fair.
Who was your other linebacker?
I went
with Fred and Frankie.
I went with Devin Lloyd for the Jaguars. I think it's because he was one. I mean, I was running out of players. So, Jesus Christ, 75. He was a bad pick. But, yeah, I think I was running out of players to come up with. I couldn't think of any. I think I had Parker Washington. I think he's their kick return. But I did end up just, when I was going through all the stats, I did end up just coming with Devin Lloyd, and that might have been an accidental, like, my brain thinks he's good because of the interception against the Chiefs. But
no, I mean,
it's hard.
He's a good linebacker.
Yeah, it's hard to come up with this 5 games into the season and not accidentally think of like a player that's doing good now.
Sure.
Sometimes.
Yeah, that's not a bad pick.
Yeah, I think he's
Yeah,
probably going to be my
he's
weakest pick for the whole thing.
yeah. Your weakest pick is lower than my weakest pick,
Yeah.
which is Luvu.
Lulu, yeah.
All right, so now we're on special teams.
Special
I got my
teams.
kicker,
Let me.
and I have the most accurate kicker in NFL history as my kicker,
Oh,
and
fuck,
that
what's his name?
is
I can't think of his name.
Cameron Dicker, the kicker
Oh, Dicker the kicker.
for the Los Angeles Chargers.
Let me. I'm not gonna put all this. I'm not gonna put a bunch of pictures of him up. That's too much work.
Nah, Dicker the kicker.
Dicker the kicker, and we exposed it. I picked Chris Boswell, which probably should have went with T.J. Watt, to be honest, but we're not gonna really need kickers too much. I feel like besides
Just for extra points.
yeah, and for punter, I mean, I was at the breaking point with my punter. I was like, who the fuck do I pick for punter? I went Blake Gillikin for the Cardinals.
Okay.
I threw out Buda Baker, so I was like, I need a kicker. I need a punter. We probably won't need a punter, or we wouldn't need a punter for the most part. So I went with Blake Gillikin. Yeah.
Similar vein for me here. I think this guy's actually like the fifth best punter in the league, and it just kind of worked out because I got to this, like I said, near the very end. I went with Logan Cook of the Jaguars.
Okay, I think he was up there for me. I mean, obviously, they were the last. He was the last. Jaguars were up the last teams that I picked. So.
All right, for my kick returner, this I think is actually my worst pick.
Okay.
But again, this is based on going into the season, not based on what happened in the season.
Yeah.
And I couldn't think of anybody else. I mean, this team has like three really good players, but at positions that I already had covered by better players, in my opinion.
Yeah.
So I went with Isaiah Davis of the Jets.
Okay.
Yeah. And he ended up getting cut because he fumbled the kick return in the Steelers game, but he didn't do that last year. Therefore,
fair.
It was a good pick at the time.
Yeah, I went with Malik Washington for the Dolphins.
Yeah.
Mostly because I got rid of Tyreek. And I didn't have anybody else for the Dolphins.
You needed another eek.
True.
All right.
Long
now, the moment we have all been waiting for.
The
Jason,
goat of
who is your long snapper? The captain.
The captain of the team. I originally had J.J. Jansen of the Panthers. I only know that name because I had to look it up.
Same. I originally just picked him as a troll to you, but I changed mine as well.
I picked him as a troll to me as well. But after doing some research, and according to Madden 26, I have the fourth best long snapper in the league with Zach Wood of the New Orleans Saints.
Okay.
That's it. I have nothing else to say about this position.
Neither do I. I have no insight.
I did have Thomas Hennessy of the Jets there at one point, but I switched him out.
As I mentioned, I originally picked the Panthers punter just to fuck with Jason, but I changed it because I decided that if there's one team I want anything less to do with on my team than the Panthers, it is the Miami Dolphins. And so I went with Joe Cardona.
Joe Cardona. Let's see where he is on the... I don't even see him. Oh, he is third to last for overall.
That's
You
okay.
have choked. You have choked your long snapper.
You know what? That's going to be okay. Because guess what? Even if he's third to last, if he wasn't good at his job, he wouldn't be on the team.
Yep.
Because
Okay, yeah,
I
fair.
guarantee you they could sign, if they walk up to 20 people on the street, one of them could do that job. They don't have to block. They don't have to run. All they do is just throw the ball backwards in the general vicinity of the holder.
Yeah. The only reason we put long snapper Chet is because I needed another player.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we ran out of 32
we needed
players.
to get to. And we could have just had the dishonorable mention team, the team we wanted nothing to do with.
God, that'd be awful. That I feel so bad. Well, this is arguably worse.
Yeah, I need the most valuable player for each team. Dolphins, give me a long snapper.
All right, let's do the coordinators first, and then do head coach. Or would
Okay.
it make more sense to do head coach first? Yeah, let's do head coach first.
Okay.
Your head coach. So.
All right. My head coach. This is a man. His team has been in the playoffs for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 years in a row. Yep, 6 years in a row. They're currently sitting with a 4-1 record.
Yeah.
Probably gonna win this division for the 6th year in a row. This is a man who can inspire millions by comparing the sport of football to the September 11th terrorist attacks.
Terrorists fear this man.
And he tells his linebackers, you need to hit that running back like the plane hit the North Tower. I went with Sean McDermott of the Buffalo Bills.
Understandable.
Hell of a coach. Like, when I saw I still had Bills left by the time I was doing coach, I was like, oh my God. I hit the jackpot.
Yeah.
So tell me about how Mike McDaniel is your head coach. Or do you have any thoughts on Sean?
No, I think that's an elite coach. I think you have a great coach for the fact that you didn't pick Josh Allen. So, I mean, you had the next best thing, arguably. I feel you. If I didn't pick Josh Allen, I might have Sean McDermott down.
And also, he was the 4th to last choice that I made. So yeah,
that makes it even more insane.
Yeah, and honestly, looking at these 4 that I had left, 2 would have been solid choices for head coach.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of who the last one you have, because I know your OC. I'm trying to remember who your DC was.
And the 4th one that I had was the Dolphins. I was like, no, not him.
Yeah. So, all right, we'll figure it out when we get there. My head coach.
Your head coach.
He's bringing it up right now. He first time head coach, not even just for this team. First time head coach. I picked Ben Johnson. I think he coming into this season, most anticipated head coach. I feel like, teams were clamoring for him. I feel.
Yep.
And I think he's gonna build into it. He's gonna get there. Obviously, you're gonna come off to a slow start, having one of the weaker teams
in a very good division.
In a probably the secretly best division. Not in the playoffs.
You can make that case. I mean, obviously, I'd probably favor maybe the NFC West, but yeah.
Coming into the season,
and
we should say last season, they were the best division.
Oh yeah, for sure. And sadly, he is going to lose on Monday night, but
most likely, yeah. Probably
90%
shot to lose.
The Bears should be very happy having him as their head coach to pair with Caleb for the next few years. I think he made a very solid choice there.
Thank you.
That's who your bear was when you mentioned earlier. You know who my bear was. I forgot
Yeah.
about that. It's been a hectic couple days.
Yeah,
I'll
no
tell you
worries.
about it
No
later.
worries.
I'm sitting like, is he going like Jalen Johnson at corner? Like,
You remember. I don't.
I do now.
Yeah, now you remember.
As soon as you started your preamble and it was the same about our texting, I'm like, ah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Surprising guy. Not a first time.
Mm-hmm.
But
All right.
OC,
So now,
I went with
yeah, tell everyone about our
our
offensive
offensive
coordinator.
coordinator. When I looked it up, these were some of my last picks. I think this OC was like at least top 10. I don't know how high up he was. I went with for reasons Clint Kubiak of the Seattle Seahawks.
Mm-hmm. Now, don't forget, he was the OC for the Saints last year, and they scored 92 points in the first 2 weeks.
True. So I mean, narrowing it down to my bottom six teams, I think I made the best possible choice.
Agreed. This was a bottom three team for me as far as making a choice.
Yep.
Um, and yeah, I think Clint, he's interesting. His style of offense works. Okay, let's put it this way. He's not a QB friendly offensive coordinator. You have to have an elite or at least very good quarterback to make his offense work.
Yeah.
But if you have that, there are few better OCs in the league, in my opinion. And it's why
Yeah.
it ended up not working out fully with the Saints last year.
Yeah. They
Um,
didn't have anything to work
but
with.
but Sam Darnold has revitalized his career, and I think he's going to do very well in the QBX system because no, Sam Darnold is not an elite QB, but he is a very good Q. You could do a lot worse than Sam Darnold.
Yeah. I mean, look,
Uh,
he went
he's
14
a
and three
top
last
he's a
season.
top exactly he's a top half quarterback. I'm not going to say he's top 10, but he's top half.
Yeah.
He will certainly be better than Derek Carr was last year.
Oh yeah. And I don't think he's going to be retiring after this season, unless something
I
really
would be
bad
very surprised.
happens.
I mean, he was only drafted 7 years ago, so I would hope
Yeah.
not. Isn't that crazy? Doesn't it feel like he's been around way longer?
God. I mean, he's been with like 9 teams, so yeah.
Exactly. The more teams you play on, the longer it feels like you've been in the league.
Except
Also, quick side note: the 2018 draft is the funniest one to look back at when you look at where quarterbacks were drafted. You had Baker Mayfield taken first overall, Sam Darnold taken third overall, Josh Allen taken seventh overall. Whoopsies.
yeah, that's
Josh
a bit of a
Rosen,
bozo.
Josh Rosen taken ninth overall, and then Lamar Jackson taken 32nd
That
overall.
that is the most insane one.
If you were to redo that,
Yeah, we would
no
see.
disrespect to Baker, Baker, you're great. Sam Darnold, you're getting better. But I don't
I don't
think
even
you
think that
guys would have been the first two quarterbacks taken.
they wouldn't have been the top 10 picks. I don't think. I mean, we would have seen
I'd have to
Cleveland
look at the
Browns with
I'd have to
Josh
look at the
Allen.
rest of the class.
I'm looking at it. We
Yeah,
got
if the Browns
Saquon in
got
there.
Josh Allen, and then if the Jets had taken Lamar, oh man.
No, the Giants could have taken Lamar. Giants were the number 2 pick.
Yeah, they still had Eli though.
Oh, okay, yeah. So, yeah, they probably would have kept with Saquon.
But if the Jets had taken Lamar,
God,
all right.
Lamar would
So
not be playing anymore. He would have
yeah,
retired.
yeah. All right, now finally, my defensive coordinator.
I've been thinking about it. I
Uh,
can't remember who it would be.
The only team I haven't picked yet.
Is it the Panthers? Have you picked the
This
Panthers yet?
this team is 12th in the league in defense, So he's not top 10, but that's still not bad. And with the defensive roster I have, I feel like a above average defensive coordinator could get the job done. I went with Ejiro Evero of the Carolina Panthers.
God, it's bad. I didn't even know who their defensive coordinator was, to be honest. I don't pay enough attention.
That's terrible.
I mean, I'm so angry with this team. I don't care. I know Dave Canales. That's it. But and some of their players. My
All right,
DC.
who's your DC?
Uh, I looked at when I was looking it up. He was number 12 coming into the season. I don't know how accurate that is. I don't know. I can't. I don't think they're very good. So I think I made a horrible mistake going into this. But I decided not to even think about how their defense is looking right now. And he also was my last choice. I got Steve Wilkes of the New York Jets.
Oh boy. Yeah, they're not good.
Yeah. But with this defense, he might look good.
That's 20th.
In my defense, he was number 12 going into the season.
He was the DC for the 49ers and they fired him.
Yeah, that's understandable.
Okay.
I
feel like you dropped the ball worse than I did on that one, so I feel pretty good.
There ain't much there's not many options left to drop the ball for that.
Yeah, that's why I went with their kick return. At least he'll drop the ball literally.
But I mean, going into this, it really only matters about the players, fellas. I think the players we got are solid, and as we saw, we picked our coaching staff last, so they're not as important to us for this.
I picked him right before the long snapper.
Oh, you picked the long snapper last.
I did.
You maniac. I picked the long snapper first. No.
Originally, I put the Cowboys long snapper. Then the Panthers. Then changed it to the Dolphins. All right. Thanks for having me, man.
Wait. Who would be your team captains for the three? Your defense captain, your offense, and your special teams.
Offensive captain, I'm gonna go Joe Thuney because he has 4 Super Bowl rings, which is more than anybody else on the offense.
Okay.
Defensive captain, Fred Warner for sure.
Yep.
And special teams captain, Cam Dicker, the kicker, baby.
All right.
You can say I really got to use the restroom, but I will listen while you talk about yours.
Okay. My offense captain, I think I would go with Creed Humphrey. Between him and Saquon, but I think Humphrey's got a little bit more experience. He's got more experience in all that, more Super Bowls. And for my defense, I think I would agree with you and go. I think you said did you say Warner or Wagner? I can't. Or no, you don't have Wagner. Yeah, I would agree with you, Fred Warner. Sorry. And Chris Boswell would be my special teams because there's no choices, really.
Okay, so we both went with O-line, Fred Warner, and kick.
Yeah, I mean, not really much choice to choose between. If we picked a full kicking special teams team, maybe it'd be different, but we're not doing that. That's a lot of work.
I just see that the Bears are starting undrafted free agent Theo Benedict starting at left tackle for Monday night's game against the Commanders.
Rip Caleb Williams.
It's okay. He's got Joe Thuney.
True. We'll see how that works for the poor guy. All right, well, I don't think there's much else to yap about for this. Oh,
Well,
my
thank you very much for having me. This was
Yeah, no
a
problem. This was
fantastic
fun.
edition of Menace to Sobriety. It was very fun. I love football and I love games. And I love combining those two things.
Yeah.
So the next genius idea you come up with, let me know. I'll be happy to participate.
I mean, I think the next one we would do is we'd start with the 49ers and we'd go with the all team, the all the all-time team maybe.
Oh, you mean all-time team for each team?
Yeah,
Interesting.
go in order. Do 32 different fucking.
Okay, I think we started the Dolphins and we just picked the 1972 Dolphins.
Understandable.
Only undefeated team in NFL history.
Yeah, I mean, there ain't. I don't know. I think we replaced their QB with Tua.
What?
What? No, I'm kidding. I think we replaced
We
every
replaced
team's QB with Ryan Fitzmagic.
we, we replaced their long snapper, obviously, because
Fuck
he's on
yeah.
my team.
Yep. All right, chat. Well, thank you for stopping in. It's been a fun session. I will get this on YouTube, and I will do a re-recording of my picks at least. I don't know if I'll do Travis's yet, or I'll throw his up for like a secondary thing. I don't know. I'll
You can
throw his
keep
in after or something.
you can keep my audio. You just got to trim it down.
Yeah, I could do that. I do want to re-record mine just to make it easier.
So I don't yap over your picks.
Well, I feel like if we do another little thing, I could just have you. I could do my recording while you're in my Discord call, and you could do that
Sure.
at some point when you're free.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll see what we can do. I'll have you like say what you say your like whole strategy and all that. All right, I'm gonna end the stream and we'll keep talking.
Well,
Right,
actually, I
peace,
gotta
chat.
run too,
Oh,
but
all right.
just text me.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. All right.
I'm also free tomorrow night after Sunday Night Football.
Yeah, that will be impossible for me. Wait,
Oh, well.
it's Monday. Do I work Monday? Yeah, I think. Yeah.
Don't you always
So
work
yeah.
Monday?
Well, I don't. I wasn't sure if it was a holiday. I think I joked that it was going to be a holiday.
Next one's Halloween, pal.
That one doesn't count. They don't count that one. They're fucks.